Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. So we got a little juice action up here in the NBA, man. So it's August. We're all kind of waiting for football to start back up. Go Detroit Lions. We're all kind of waiting for the NBA preseason to start up in a few months. And we're just kind of coasting. We are hearing about Damian Lillard literally every single day. But besides that, not really too much going on until today. The man, Sham Wow, coming in with that Heat action, guys. Not Miami Heat. Not Damian Lillard, nothing like that. But before we check this out, if I can humbly ask you to leave a like on this video, drop that like, and subscribe to the channel. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but I'm trying to bring back this channel, man, better, bigger and better than ever before. So here is what's going down as of right now via Sham Wow, making his name, for the past few years now. Really the Kobe to Woj's LeBron, you might say, right, man? So we have. The Hawks have officially offered up a trade package of DeAndre Hunter, AJ Griffin, and draft compensation for the man Pascal Siakam of the Toronto Raptors. So both these teams last season, pretty mid, both 41 and 41. I would say you look at both sides and pretty, lackluster and just kind of disappointing. I think both fan bases had higher expectations. The Toronto Raptors kind of blew things up this offseason, getting rid of Fred VanVleet, but also kind of embracing some of the youth. And meanwhile, the Hawks, they made a pretty big trade getting rid of John Collins for not really much, just simply addition by subtraction. And yeah, man, they got DeJounte Murray back and everything on a 4-year extension, so it's a pretty good place. So let's go ahead here, man. Hop over to NBA 2K and kind of talk about these players individually, kind of like what they would do for the squad and everything. First, you guys got to tell me, do you feel like this is a good trade? Or do you feel like that's not enough for Pascal? Do you feel like it's too much? If you're a Hawks fan, do you want Pascal on your team? Let me know in the comment section below. But let's go ahead and go to the trade real quick here and just kind of pop this one through. And also do a quick little overview of the roster. So over here, we got AJ Griffin, who I'm a fan of, by the way, man. Like, AJ Griffin, he was pretty solid last season for the Atlanta Hawks and everything. And I think when it comes down to it, him going to a kind of positionless basketball team like the Raptors, I think kind of actually makes a lot of sense. And I don't know, they got Saddiq Bey. They will no longer have, maybe they're pretty big on Saddiq. And I love Saddiq on the Detroit Pistons, but you get rid of Hunter, Griffin. That's going to leave you pretty lackluster, man, in the small forward position. Just saying, but Saddiq is great. Hold my Deke, right? But he needs a backup. Clint Capella ain't play no backup small forward. But yeah, so AJ Griffin be part of the trade. Great young player, man. I thought he was actually one of the steals of the draft. You also have DeAndre Hunter, who I believe was he the 6th overall pick? 4th overall pick. But he was on I think he was drafted by the Lakers and traded to the Hawks or something like that, man. But regardless, DeAndre Hunter, he has become the player that I kind of expected him to be. Somebody that when he's healthy and good to go, he's a jack of all trades type of dude. He's going to score a little bit. He's going to obviously, rebound the basketball, play some defense, kind of like what he was doing back in the Virginia days. And yeah, just a really solid glue player for a team. I don't think he's a superstar or all-star caliber player, but I just think he's a really good guy to have on a team that's, in the future looking to contend. That's kind of how I think about DeAndre Hunter, right? So he'll be part of the trade. Then you have draft compensation. I have no idea what that's going to be looking like. I would probably say it would be like in the north of probably 2 first-round picks. Maybe some protections on there. I don't know exactly, but we'll assume 1 just for the trade. It's not that big a deal for this type of thing. And then they're going over to the Raptors in exchange for the man. Where's he at, though, man? I forgot my alphabet. Raptors starts with an R, man. Pascal Siakam. Pascal Siakam, NBA champion, great second option, has proven to not be a great first option. He's not, it's important to know your role, right? Like, Pascal, we know as a second/third option, if the second option, third option on the team is pretty solid, like a Kyle Lowry or something like that, and Pascal's a great player, man, but he's asking to lead the charge, then you're probably not going to championship, right? No big deal there, but I love him going over to the Atlanta Hawks, and we'll talk more about that in a second here. So let's go ahead and put this trade through. There we go. All users have accepted the trade because I forced them to, so because I don't put that to 2K's luck, man. That trade finder's horrible. But okay, so let's go to we'll go to the Raptors first and kind of orchestrate this lineup how I kind of envision it. So the first issue I kind of have with this team right off the bat is that they don't have Fred VanVleet anymore, and they replace him with Dennis Schroeder, man. So I don't know, Scrotum was a fine player. I I don't really know what they're trying to do here. Now, my only guess is even by doing this type of trade, they're probably asking for a guy like Scotty Barnes to kind of run a little bit more point guard. That's kind of my prediction right here. His rookie season, he had a lot of ball handling duties and everything like that. So I kind of like that for him. I think he definitely is capable of making that work. So we'll have him right there. OG at the shooting guard spot. You have DeAndre Hunter at... I'm actually going to put him at power forward. I'm going to think... Actually, let's go with... we'll go with him at power forward. And then we will have Griffin, who I think should start in this case, at the small forward position. Now, you also have guys like Grady Dick, the rookie on the team, but he's only 19. I'm okay with him not starting right away. Like, got to earn your stripes here in the NBA and everything. So, yeah, something like this I think kind of works and is a type of lineup we haven't really seen in the NBA before. So, let's go and check out what their rotation would be looking like. So we're looking at Scotty, OG, Griffin, Hunter, and Jakob Poeltl. And you have plenty of firepower off the bench, plenty of traditional position type of players if need be. Do I think this is a playoff team? No, I don't. Maybe a play-in tournament or team, but Scotty Barnes, he kind of stagnated last year. Going from winning Rookie of the Year to kind of just doing the same thing last year, which is no big deal, but he's going to have to really step up in his third season for this team to have that type of chance, right, man? You have OG, Griffin, Hunter, Jakob Poeltl, so I kind of like it. So let's go over here to the Atlanta Hawks, and you are looking at a lineup of Trae Young, DeJounte Murray, you got Bogdanovic, you have Pascal Siakam, and Clint Capella. I think I'm probably going to put Sadiq in that starting lineup, though, just, for the length and everything. And the bench unit, you have Bogdan, you have Okongwu, who I was kind of hoping, would eventually get to start for this team. It feels like it's that time. I know Clint Capella has been kind of shopped around a little bit, so maybe another trade still happens. But yeah, I'm kind of ready for them to move on from Capella. I just think it's that time. And so you also got Jalen Johnson, who, in my opinion, is just kind of like, at his ceiling could be like another John Collins, which maybe that's the reason they got rid of him for so cheap, is because they think Jalen Johnson could be that man pretty soon here. And, some other dudes here on the team. So, yeah, this is a great squad. And it fits in perfectly what I was saying with Pascal Siakam, where it's like, on this team, he's technically rated as the best player. I still think that's Trae Young, but then you kind of have that player B, player C type of thing going with Murray and Siakam based on whoever's on, any given night right there, right? So I would say right here, my record prediction for this Hawks team, man, that's a big ad. I think they're like a mid to high 40 win team, man. I could see them getting like 47 wins with this type of squad in the Eastern Conference. For fun, let's go ahead and simulate the NBA season and just see what the records are. Okay, so apparently the NBA 2K simulation loved them. 62-19, one more game against my Pistons, and 33-48 for the Raptors. I'm really curious what type of numbers Scotty puts up in the simulation. Simulate through date, finish the W on the season. So we got Tatum as MVP, Wembanyama is Rookie of the Year, some other things going on that I don't typically care about because it's NBA 2K. It's not real life. But let's go to the player stats on the season, just see how both these squads did. So, yeah, scoring-wise, it was Trae Young, then just a whole bunch of consistent, solid options after him, which is kind of what Trae Young needs, right? So, Pascal, 17 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. I would say that's pretty solid. If anything, that's pretty good. Like, you can't really complain about that. Wouldn't mind shooting a little bit higher from 3, get that to like 35, 36% a game, but overall, if he can get up to like 20 points a game, that would be nice. But, having the DeJounte out there who needs his shots too, it's not horrible. I'm not mad about that. And looking over at the Raptors, can't imagine too many good things going on over here, but we'll see. So Scotty Barnes as the starting point guard, 19 points, 5 rebounds, 4.6. Well, nobody was passing that basketball. Wow, man, that was looking like my senior year Boys and Girls Club team, man. We were all just running that ISO the entire time. See, that does not work with positionless basketball. If you're doing that, you have to use the matchups to create mismatches, and you got to make plays off of that by moving the ball, just in my opinion. But, okay, that did not work in this case. So the Hawks are the first seed. Let's just go ahead and see if they win that champ. No, the Raptors got knocked out, okay? All right, so Hawks beat the Bucks. Hawks beat the Philadelphia 76ers, and they are going to the NBA Finals after beating the Charlotte Hornets in the, that'd be a big L for Michael Jordan, man. We're counting that one against him, man. If the Hawks get that, or if the Hornets get that far without him as the GM of the team, or the owner of the team. Simulate game 1. All right, we'll do the rest of the round here. So we have the Atlanta Hawks win the NBA championship. I don't know if I'm ready to get that twisted with it, but I do think it would be a solid team. That's all we have for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to drop that like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and peace out, my friends.